Okay, so we're gonna learn today kidney structure and blood flow. Okay, in the kidney. Again, some of the blood vessel you should be able to see it in the kidney when you dissect it. And again, I'm gonna use that also for the exam. I'm gonna put the pin on that blood vessel. Make sure you know what is the name of that blood vessel. Now, kidney. Okay. So it's gonna be look like this. When you dissect it, you should be able to see internal structure of the kidney. And again, you already got this lecture that's gonna be three internal layer. Okay, you should be able to see like this when you dissect the kidney. Okay, so this is gonna be the ureters, where the urine will be drawn. It is coming from this, the inside layer. This is called the renal pelvis. Okay, so renal pelvis actually already received the final urine, the final product. The renal pelvis gets the filter or the urine from this area over here, which is, I'm gonna use the yellow color for this area, the second layer, the middle layer. Okay, so this middle layer is called the renal medulla. In the renal medulla, there are two things that you should see. Again, gonna be in the exam. I'm gonna put the pin on it. Make sure you know this one over here. It is look like pyramid. Therefore, it's called the renal pyramid. Renal pyramid, which is part of the renal medulla. Okay. And between the pyramid, there is area over here. It's called the renal column. It is also part of the renal medulla. Now, in the renal pelvis, you should be able also see the channel that coming from the renal pyramid. That channel is called the renal calyx. Okay, so this is renal calyx, this is another renal calyx. Okay. And then the outer layer, this layer over here, will be called the renal cortex. Okay, these are structure that you should be able to see and should know it for the lab exam. Okay, so renal pelvis, renal calyx, renal medulla with renal pyramid, renal column, and the last one is renal cortex, the outer layer. Now the blood coming from this descending aorta. Okay, it will branch into the renal artery. So only just draw one side. Okay, and the renal artery will be branched into two, one going up and the other one for the bottom part of the kidney. Okay? Because this is going to be very crowded, I'm going to just put the blood flow over here. Okay, so I'm going to start with the renal artery. Renal artery. Okay, it will be branching into two segmental artery. Okay, and each segmental artery will be branching into many or several interlobar artery. Okay, it's going to be the same on the right side. I mean the bottom side is going to be the same. Okay, and then each interlobar artery then will be branching into many or several arcuate artery. Okay, and then each arcuate artery will be branched into several afferent arterioles. Okay, and each of the afferent arterioles will enter into the renal corpuscle into a place called the glomerulus. So this one will go to the glomerulus, where then the blood will be filtered over there. Okay, if you still remember the lecture yesterday, the glomerulus is the place for blood filtration. And the blood out from the glomerulus, the name of the artery will be efferent. Efferent arterioles. Okay, and these efferent arterioles then will make the capillaries that will follow the tube, the renal tube, from the PCT, loop of Henle, and then DCT, and then the collecting duct. Okay, that capillary is called I'm gonna use different color. Then now become vein. Okay, become connection between artery and vein. So I'm gonna use this color for this capillary. Is called the peritubular capillary. Okay, and then it's become vein. Become vein. Now it's returned to the heart. That vein, the first one is going to be follow this name over here. So the one that's before going to the glomerulus is going to be arcuate. It's going to be arcuate vein. Arcuate vein. And then from arcuate vein going to the bigger one is called the I'm sorry. There is one. Oh, there is one. I'm sorry. One. That's this one. I confused. There is one missing. Okay. After the arcuate, there is another artery. It's called the interlobular artery, and then from there become the afferent arterioles. Okay, so gonna follow that. So arcuate is gonna be interlobular first before arcuate. Okay, so it's gonna be interlobular vein, and then arcuate vein, and then interlobar vein, segmental vein, and finally go to renal vein and end into the inferior vena cava. Okay, so like that. If we're gonna also put this over here, gonna put the biggest one. It's gonna be descending aorta to make it balance. From descending aorta, renal artery, segmental artery, interlobar artery, arcuate, interlobular, afferent, glomerulus, efferent, peritubular capillary, interlobular vein, arcuate vein, interlobar vein, segmental vein, renal vein, and finally inferior vena cava, going back to the right atrium in the heart. So this is the blood flow. Some of them you should be able to see, okay, like the renal artery and maybe segmental artery. You will see that they will have different color. If you see the yellow color usually the urine itself, which is liquid that becomes solid and they give color. If it is red, mostly is artery. If it is blue, it's going to be vein on that dissection. So that kidney will have colors in it. Do you have question? If you don't have question, then you can get the kidney plus the equipment that you can use to dissect the. When you dissect the kidney, please dissect like this. Let's say this is the kidney. Dissect this longitudinal, not crossing. Okay, dissect here, half, long half, not crossing half. Okay, go. Use the glove. Okay.